Looking really good, this one. Getting off to a great start at this event.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Justin Thomas currently on top of things as it stands. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Yeah, that's well judged. Well, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Currently a couple under for the event.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. This would be a great up and down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. There it is.
This player is putting for fun.
He's currently tied for 6th. Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Good looking putt. Well done. Take the birdie. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead. All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Attaboy, good shot. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
chosen the pitching wedge here.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
A bit short with that effort.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Justin Thomas is our current leader. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards. Water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right. Find the green with your second and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will take him to 5 under.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Just one off the lead after that hole. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Going with a 3-wood here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That should set up another chance. Oh, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. Yeah, you'll take that. Currently 5 under for the event. The front 9 at TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not. A big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that third shot so much easier into this tiny green.
Well struck. Second shot here on the 9th. And here we are with the third shot. And just one shot off the lead. A 7-footer right here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Okay, it's time to make the turn and a good time to reflect on the action so far. Rich?
Heck of a round going right now for this player. Has moved well inside the top 10 and continues to move up this leaderboard with 9 holes left.
This shot from the first cut of rough.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look.
The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, currently in top spot.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
Getting ready to play their third.
He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. A birdie putt awaits.
This one's online.
That's impressive. Way to dig your way out of a hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
And as we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied for the lead with Jon Rahm.
Nicely done. Sitting at -8 in their round.
Currently tied for first place.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Gee, I wish I could play like this myself.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Looks good.
Well, that'll play. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit in the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
That was a gallant attempt. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Looking really good. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Plenty of trouble around this golf course. The 14th, the par 4, represents a number of that.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Lovely effort, that. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Get in the hole. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Leading by 3 strokes now. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Okay, that'll work.
Birdie at the last, this for another.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Par putt coming up here.
And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with John Rahm trailing in second place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
To win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Let's return to live play now. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Gee, he's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke.
Can they hang on?
The par 3 17th, one of the most famous holes in all of golf. The Island Green, one of Pete Dye's, but really Alice Dye's masterpiece.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, Island Green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with the golf club in your hand, could you hit the green?
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
This is on a great line.
And that will drop in for birdie. He's currently sitting in first place. When you feel like you've survived the 17th, you stand on the 18th tee and you think to yourself, where do I hit this?
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Well, this has got an amazing ring to it. The Players' Champion.
It is a title that any player would kill to have, and I have to say this has been a killer afternoon. The amazing golf, the players firing it on all cylinders, going for everything they possibly could. I gotta say, what a finish, what a champion. This will go down in history as one of the best Players' Championships ever.
Well, when it comes to performances that they'll remember, that certainly has to be one of them. What a brilliant play today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our feature group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one, if you can win, will certainly build your confidence.
Looks like they put a good pass on that one. Second shot here on the first. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it. Oh, you know you want to.
Yes! What a putt.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
And it's time to recap that play.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Currently 2 under for the day. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot, you want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Not bad. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
They've decided to club up. The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This one's tracking.
Oh, what a super shot.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Yeah, this is sitting up nicely. It's not going to cause any troubles.
Going with the 8-iron here.
Nice out the rough here.
Oh, absolutely flushed. 19 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
That is hunting for the hole. Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Currently in first position. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Second shot here on the fourth. Didn't that look good for a long time? Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold.
Luke, I don't know if you know this or not, but nothing rolls like a ball.
He's currently in a share of top spot. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway.
Now 4 under par.
They currently share the lead in this one.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, well played. And this putt will take them to 5 under. This is a good chance. Oh, that's a ripper. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
That's a pretty handy shot. Wow, what a shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, yeah, that's some golf, particularly from that terrain.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
From about 130 yards here, he's got a 2-stroke buffer.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's some good golf right there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Oh, this is a precarious position, if you don't mind me saying, Rich. They have the lead, but there's plenty chasing with just 9 to play.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them. That dog will hunt.
Sitting at -6.
Currently in the lead.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Looking great now.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by a couple after that hole. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. And you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Taking aim from around 240 yards out here.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Okay, time to return to the action. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker. Chance to move to 8 under here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, what a great stroke. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second.
Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Going with the 8-iron here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2 putt for par would be just fine.
Looking really good, this one.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Ooh, right by the hole. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway, or is it headed towards the rough?
And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. An important par save.
This one's dialed in. Just didn't drop. And this one will be for bogey.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And after that hole, leading Bubba Watson by 3. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Second shot here on the 15th. Wow. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Time to face a par 4 now.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. That could play. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
This is, oh yeah.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Now 2 shots up after that one. The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3 again. 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This one's looking good.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. That's 9 under par for the round. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Currently leading by 3.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And this putt for the tournament. Oh, just missed. All right, not the end of the world, but this is a putt they want to make if they're to close it out. And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
And as we recap the day's results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the action today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valero Texas Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hey, Luke and Rich. I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, it's certainly a great opportunity for this player to bounce back in this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
It's tracking. Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Currently 1 under for the day. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Now, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here. But TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy. Like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. That's a good-looking shot there.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Go on, get in the hole. Wonderful shot.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. The 4th is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. And that should secure the par on this one. He's currently tied for first. The 5th is one of the shorter par 4s on the property, right on 400 yards.
Players must make a decision whether to go for it or lay up short of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. This green is perched above the players ever so slightly, and there's a spine running right through the center of it with a low area on the left-hand side. No matter whether you go for it or you lay up, this is a wonderful birdie opportunity.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. Like the look of this one. That's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par.
That gets the job done.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Players must find the fairway, avoiding that bunker down the right-hand side. But from there, second shot is up the hill to a green that runs away from the players ever so slightly, but still going in with a short iron into this par 4. A birdie is definitely makeable.
That was wonderfully done.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
He has this putt to save his par. It's got a chance. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front centre of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the third hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. It was on a good line. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Looks good off the blade.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
And now at 3 under overall. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Second shot here on the 8th. Well played, mate. Getting ready to play their third.
He shares the lead.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Outside chance for birdie here, Luke.
was a gallant attempt. Putting for par.
Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got momentum now, just birdied the last hole.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. The closing hole on this front nine at TPC San Antonio is a strong par 4. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Sitting at -3.
Currently tied atop the leaderboard.
Going with the 7. Just needs this one to kick right. A quality shot, that. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, what a big putt to make that one.
And that will take him to 4 under.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
You like that, didn't you? Playing this one about 130 yards out.
He leads the field by a stroke.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Phenomenal approach shot, that one.
Pretty much guarantees a birdie for this player.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She got one back on that last hole.
Let's take a look at Lydia Ko, shall we? So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Should find the green.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will move him to 6 under par. He sits in first position. Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Yeah, that was a safe play. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
This is buckets.
That's a big-time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our current leader is up by 3 shots. 13's a long par 3, measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, well, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, well, you done good.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for a par.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Sitting at 7 under, currently in top spot. Needs this one to kick right. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
And back to the play, shall we? And here we are with the third shot.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Great touch.
And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Well, she's in 5th, and she'll want to climb from there.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
This one is chewing fiber.
That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie. This putt is of 9 feet.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done.
And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. The 17th is certainly a fun hole. The question really is, should players go for it or lay up?
Depending on where they put the tee box, Luke, most players should be going for this green. Anything just short and left could find that deep bunker fronting a green, but to be fair, that's not a bad miss. The one you want to avoid at all costs is the one on the right-hand side, because nobody, not even professionals, like a 60-yard bunker shot.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet, looking for another birdie here.
Oh, so close. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Well done. Leading by a couple after that hole. Well, while the closing hole at TPC San Antonio can be reached in 2, Rich, it's all set up by the tee shot.
Tee shot must find the fairway. If not, you have water hazards left and bunkers right that will gobble up that second shot if you're slightly out of position.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
quality shot, that one. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently leading by 2. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. When you're good enough to tame TPC San Antonio, you deserve to don the cowboy boots and big champion's hat. Congratulations to our Valero Texas Open winner.
Time to take those out and do a little two-step and on to the next tournament. Luke, what a win here in Texas.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Thank you.